Hey guys, Galucia here, and yeah, we're doing some more Super Mario World. Um, as you'll remember from the last episode, we finished with the secret uh, ghost house, so now I gotta go back to Donut 2 and complete this one the regular way, so we can just go along the normal path. My goal is to finish this with both of the feathers that I have. Because when we get to the ghost house, I need to fly, and I would like to have a backup feather just in case. And yeah, so I guess we'll see if that actually happens. um, but yeah, so Donut 2, straightforward. You know, the last time you saw us get to that second green pipe coming up, and the level isn't a whole lot farther beyond that. I guess the only difference is that now I can get that, which I don't need. At least I didn't think I would, and then, yeah, I end up needing it. Epic fails. Um, but that's okay. So coming up here, again, I tend to say this like every video, and I hope I'm not sounding like I'm just like making excuses or whatever. But yeah, due to the fact that I haven't played this in a little bit, this part coming up like kind of freaked me out at first. It's kind of like tricky or whatever, because the ceiling starts to come down, and you can kind of see like I'm panicking. It puts you in panic mode. You're like, I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna get crushed. And then I realized, like, oh wait, never mind. Secretly, that does nothing but freak you out. And then right here, they obviously purposely slowed the screen down because you gotta wait for that to go up. Because if you were like in a hurry and you jumped on it, obviously you would get crushed. And then yeah, because the second time is when it speeds up. So if you don't make the jump, then the screen will advance and you will be gone. But yeah, we did that, and I got all the dragon coins. Yay! I haven't mentioned the dragon coins yet, but if you hadn't already noticed, or if you didn't know, or whatever, there's 5 dragon coins in every level, and if you find all 5, you get a 1-up, which is what happened there, and which is what was happening in most of the levels I went to. So yay! But okay, so now we're going to the ghost house, and this has, in my opinion, one of the most important secrets in it. And it's also a pretty easy secret. Sometimes you can get hit by one of these ghosts when you're trying to fly, and that can mess you up. But yeah, obviously you just have to fly to the left of the screen, and then you run along the top all the way till you drop down. There's 4 blocks here, and each one of them has a 1-up. So I'm just trying to collect them before all these ghosts come all over me. And then yeah, you're done. Shortest ghost house ever. But it's super important to get the secret before you, I mean, I guess you can do it afterwards too, but before you beat that, because that takes you to the top secret area. The top secret area is an awesome place. The middle one gives you a Yoshi, and then the ones on the left will give you the fire flowers, and the ones on the right will give you the feathers, unless you weren't already big, and then it would give you a mushroom first. And then if you go back, as I'm going to show you here, now that you already have Yoshi, the middle one gives you a 1-up. So if you wanted to, and you wanted to sit here and just keep doing that, you can max out your lives at 99, but I don't have time for that. I'm moving on. I just did that to show you guys. Plus I feel pretty comfortable with 28 lives for now. But so yeah, now I have to beat the ghost house the normal way, and yeah, but also, you know, has a trick just like every ghost house. But this trick isn't too bad, and I did remember how to do it. You hit the P switch, but instead of hitting the, if you hit the P switch, there's like a secret door that appears, but the secret door just takes you back. You have to, as you saw there, pick up the P switch and then go into the door while holding it, so the next time you hit that, you get the vine, you go through the door. But if you didn't know to do that, like I remember from back in the day, but yeah, when you hit the P switch, a secret door appears, so you're thinking, that's the way out, and no, it takes you right back. So you just keep doing that over and over and over again. And yeah, then I got another bonus thing. And here I remembered that if you stand all the way to the right and hit them like as they're coming down, they'll pretty much always be stars, which I mean isn't totally useful because the middle one is not a star. But it's still 4 1-ups, so I'll take it. And then I guess if I get lucky enough to have a star in the middle, then I'll get all the extra lives from that. But anyway, so then, yeah, we move on to Donut Plains 3. There's 2 more levels. It's Donut Plains 3 and 4 before the castle. And, yeah, I get a little crazy in Donut Plains 3 the first time. I'm trying to remember. I know there's, like this, and right there, that is a fail, by the way. The purple, and I remember that like as soon as I crushed him. The purple turtle guys, if you eat them with Yoshi, as long as it's in his mouth, he can fly. He like grows wings, and then you can kind of just hit the jump on or whatever to keep flapping your wings. So right here, I'm thinking that besides the dragon coin, I was like, okay, and then I was like, you know what, to heck with the dragon coin. I was like, because I think you can just kind of like skip through most of the level by just like running off the top of that and then flying. And right there, I thought about dropping onto that pipe, but I didn't. So I was gonna land here, and fails. So that's what I get for trying to cut the level short. So now I gotta backtrack, but I already have that feather up in my reserve box up there, and if you hit select, then it'll drop whatever's up there. So at least I can start off with a cape. You know, I don't have any backup stuff, but there's another one right there, so I mean, no big deals. But I mean, I lost Yoshi, but I kind of did that willingly because I just left him and flew away. So yeah, this time I'm gonna go about this more appropriately and actually play through the level. But yeah, and like I stated earlier, and then that time I just completely ignored the vine. I was like, stupid vine, but then I remembered, like, after I was like halfway through, that the dragon coin is up there, so I was like, oh, well, I guess I'm not getting the dragon coin this time. But yeah, as I stated earlier, I'm not running through this ahead of time, or anything like that. Like, there's really, like, no planning for this. I kind of just wanted to run through it, so you guys can just, like, kind of experience it with me. We'll just run through it together and see what happens. Hopefully that doesn't backfire later, when I'm like later in the levels when I'm starting to forget. Right there I almost like drifted into nothingness. That was almost a huge fail, but I did not. But anyway, yeah, hopefully I keep remembering, especially since I was getting the comments that they wanted to see me get all the exits. So, but here is obviously like a random guessing game, where if you get the 2 circles, then the third one will be a 1-up. And again, like if I wanted to, I could have looked this up like on an online strategy, so I could have got all the lives I wanted to. But it's more fun guessing, because that's what I'm basically just trying to have fun with this. I mean, I hope no one's using this as like a tutorial on how to, like, you know, like a walkthrough or a guide for getting through Mario. I mean, I guess it would help, but I'm sure there's other videos out there that, like, in very great detail, and then, like, you know, they fly through the levels and they're totally pro about it. This is really just me trying to have fun with my viewers, so hopefully I'm succeeding in that. And this guy will not die. You can just keep hitting him forever. So, but luckily I was able to bounce off him and get out of there. And yeah, I kind of wanted to go back for Yoshi, but I wanted to keep moving, and I was pretty sure that at some point you find Yoshi in this level anyway, so I didn't want to backtrack, because you got to go all the way back to Yoshi Island 2 is like the easiest place to find Yoshi. And there is a 1-up in those blocks down there, but yeah, like I said, I'm kind of not rushing, but I mean, and to be honest with you, like, I like playing these fast anyway. Like, that's just like my game style. Like, I like playing through Mario quick. I like trying to move as quick as I can, and then there's my Yoshi. But also with my 15-minute runtime, I'm trying to get to certain areas before I have to stop the videos or whatever. So right there, that box obviously randomly, well, there is a pattern to it. I guess it's not random, but it keeps switching through the things. But I waited for it to get to be a star, because with all the guys that are falling from the sky and all over the place, you can just see how many 1-ups I was getting there. Like, after you get so many hits in a row, you start getting the 1-ups. So, yeah, because I think I started this video with like 22 lives, and I got like 39. So, yeah, it's pretty easy to rack up lives in the earlier levels, which I trust me, I will need later. This is not going to be nearly as smooth later, I'm sure. I'm going to get to like Bowser's Castle and die 20 times. It'll take like 3 videos for me to get through it, but you know. And I kind of felt like I shouldn't, and I was thinking about that earlier. I was like, you know, when I get to Bowser's Castle, I'm probably going to go through that like 7 times at least before I finally like remember which doors to go through, so on and so forth. And I was like, should I just like keep posting my failures, or should I just record when I actually get through it properly? And I'm thinking I need to record my failures as well, so that you guys can be along for the entire ride. But if you don't want to see me constantly dying in Bowser's Castle, then I guess put that in the comments. Maybe I'll cut that out. But I kind of feel like I just want to include everything. So yeah, now we're in the second castle, and there is a feather in the middle question box there, but I just don't feel like I need it. I'm going to be able to get one later, and I have a backup mushroom. And I'm trying to get through this as quick as I can, because I honestly wasn't sure what my time was. But again, like, and I'm not trying to dictate everything I do to my time limit on YouTube, but I knew I was running short on time, so I really just wanted to get through this castle. But then I waste time getting coins. But to those that weren't aware of the skeleton turtles, I did want to just quickly point out for the newcomers that if you jump on them like you would anything else, they just crumble and they come back. But the cape will take them out, or if you hit them from below with one of those blocks. And here is giant failures. I keep trying to hit this block. The second to the last block, all the way to the right there, is, see here, I was trying to hit it coming down with my cape. I missed. I keep trying to hit this because I want to get this vine. Because I'm thinking the vine is a shortcut, which at this point it's not, because it's taking me forever to get it anyway. But then, as soon as I start crawling up, I remember the scene, and then I'm like, you know what? This is not a shortcut. It's supposed to look like a shortcut, and it makes you waste time. So I was like, wow, I just wasted like 30 seconds of my life on that. So yeah, in this part here, obviously, you have to worry about crushing dangers. So I wait for the thing to start retracting, and just pop up there as fast as I can. This is another pretty easy, straightforward castle. Besides that tricky vine situation there. They don't really get too crazy till later on when they, you know, start having like mysterious doors and pipes. You're not sure which one you have to go into, this, that, and the other. There's a huge example of when the green switch is awesome. Adding that block there makes getting across way easier, and it added that feather. And I remember back in the day that I used to look at these epic fails. Oh my goodness. I used to be able to take that guy out. Like, I remember pretty much every time I would, because obviously you hit him, and then he's going to crawl on the top, and then you have to run across so that he'll drop trying to crush you, and eventually the sides of the wall start coming in. I used to be able to take him out before he even got on the ceiling one time. You would just keep jumping on him and not let him get any farther. But, yeah, I guess I'm not as good as I was when I was 8, and I can't, you know. But I guess when you're 8, you know, you have nothing but time to play this game, and so you just become a pro. So yeah, there's the second castle, guys. I was glad I was able to get through that by the end of this video. So we're moving on to the future levels, but that's where it's going to start getting confusing, because I know that the very first level in the next world, there's a secret to open up a path that's like key. There's a lot of stuff going on there, and I honestly, off the top of my head right now, as I'm thinking about it, do not remember what the secret is. So hopefully when I start playing Vanilla Dome 1, it'll come back to me. So yeah, anyway, so that's our gameplay for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed playing it, and yeah, I'll see you guys laters.